Welcome to day 7 of the 22-day Raise Your Vibe challenge. And today I want to encourage you to play. I know it's just something that's incredibly underestimated, especially with adults. We have some sort of belief that when we get to be a certain age, we have to act serious all the time. And while I believe there's a time for seriousness, there's also a time for playing. And playing, just having a childlike spirit in general, is, I think, one of the keys, the secrets to really enjoying life. To really not taking things too seriously and to being fluid so that you can shift your reality and manifest things into your life that you really want to manifest. Even Jesus said, if you want to enter the kingdom of God, you must enter it like a child. And I really believe it's not just about having faith like a child, but it's about having that playful spirit. It's about the energy of the vibration of playfulness is such a different vibration than seriousness or sternness or fear or really acting like we have to perform well or jump through a bunch of hoops in order to be worthy of having a good life. Children don't come in with that belief. They don't come in with a belief that I have to perform well in order to receive love. They just expect love. They know they're 100% dependent on it. And they just naturally, especially when they're in good environments, they just naturally have a playful spirit. And it's sad to me that that gets lost as we get older. And so lately I feel like my inner guidance has been telling me so much, play, 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 play. And I've often done it in times that feel counterintuitive when I have a lot of work to do, but maybe I feel blocked. And I'll play instead or just do something that feels playful to me, that makes my vibration, my whole countenance feel a little bit more relaxed and less resistant, and I'll laugh and have fun. And one of the ways that I do this is through, I talked about this in the first video, when I, like for example, in the morning when I light sage and I'll imagine little genies coming out and granting wishes for me throughout the day. I imagine them as aspects of me. And a lot of times if I'm going into a really dense environment, especially like work kind of related stuff, sometimes, there's things you just don't want to do. What I'll do is astrally or in my mind's eye, imagine myself like putting on the appropriate attire. So if it's a really dense atmosphere that I have to go into, I'll like activate my inner dragon and I'll see myself as a dragon, but like as a pearlescent dragon with really beautiful like pearly scales. And it's kind of like if you were to go hiking in a place with really sharp rocks, you have to wear appropriate shoes. So it's not the concept of protection, but it's just the concept of putting on the appropriate attire. And I like to do that astrally. I like to do that in my mind's eye, like through meditation. I'll do like the really intense visualizations of what's going on in another realm or another dimension with my life, especially when I get really bored with this life. And some people might think this is bypassing, but I think it's actually a lot of fun. It helps me to engage with this life with a playful spirit. It's fun. It actually is really fun, and it's gotten me through some kind of difficult shitstorms. And so that's sort of been the message for me lately. And then this morning when I was taking a shower, this is kind of funny, but out of the blue, I just heard really clearly the voice of Mary Poppins when she said, "For every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game." And I thought, wow, she really knew her magic. Like, that bitch is serious. She has some epic magic in that movie. And she's been on my mind a lot lately. I keep hearing Mary Poppins like pop into my head over and over again, and I haven't known where that's come from. Then all of a sudden that came up this morning, and I have a lot of work to do and I haven't been feeling it, and suddenly like Mary Poppins gave me the answer. That song is a spell, and really it's a trick into making work not feel like work, making it into a game, and therefore all of a sudden it goes from feeling like work to being a game. And if you listen to the lyrics of that whole song, it has a lot of codes in it on how to play and have fun and turn work into a game, which helps you get through it. And I think it's pretty epic. So Mary Poppins has been popping in my reality. And then this morning, out of the blue, it was after I got out of the shower, my sister invited me to go to a Mary Poppins play. I guess they all had tickets to a play and someone backed out. And so now I'm going to see a play of Mary Poppins tomorrow night. So that's just crazy because she's been popping into my reality. And this is what I'm talking about with playing and having fun. When you really pay attention to synchronicities in your life, they start showing up more and more and more, and life begins to feel more like a game, like a really fun game. And I know on other levels and in other realities there's a lot of seriousness to life, and we're here to grow and expand, but I feel like even in the spiritual community, people take it way too seriously, and we get we get way too stiff-necked about life and we don't have any fun. So I encourage you today to just have fun. See life as a hologram and as the synchronicities, and pay attention to how your thoughts and your feelings are creating astrally around you, and pay attention to how those come into the physical. Like Mary Poppins has been popping in my mind, then she gives me a spell, then I'm going to see the play Mary Poppins. Kind of random. So today I purposely watched that clip on YouTube of the Spoonful of Sugar song, and I felt totally activated, but it also just brought this whole vibration of joy and playfulness into my experience today. So I challenge you to have fun, I challenge you to play, and let me know how it goes. If you're in the Facebook group, share how you had fun today. It'll be fun to hear everybody's experience. Okay, ciao.